A 256-game regular season is no joke. We're here to catch you up on it. There's 1 week in the regular season left, and we're focused on the top of the West right here. San Diego at Los Angeles. This a battle for the Pacific Division. Los Angeles trailing San Diego, and they have an opportunity with a win to put themselves in prime position heading into the final week of the season. So far, so good. Noel with the touchdown. McCray with the field goal. 10-0 Los Angeles in the second quarter. Zach Holdorf of San Diego slinging the rock down the field to the 25-yard line. Rochelle Johnson with the catch as the Wildcats try to get back in this thing. Remember, San Diego jumped out to a 20-0 lead over Los Angeles in the first meeting. Barely hung on to get the win. Payne Price into the end zone for the score, and it's 10-7. San Diego was not going to let Los Angeles do that to them in this game. 2 minutes to go in the first half. Marco Swift down the middle. Miles Morales-Woods with the first down. Swift slinging it in the first half. 10 of 12 for 90 yards. Swift again. First down and more inside the 10. And Los Angeles is moving it with ease. Don't even have to use a timeout. They've got a touchdown in the back of the end zone. Iggy Turner with the catch as the sun sets. 17-7. Los Angeles in another battle of California in the UFL. Swift sets his feet, finds Lars Bazar. First down. LA in the third quarter, starting to take control. Aztecs into the red zone. Another first down to the 13-yard line. Swift 16 of 20 at that point. Marco again. Touchdown. Swift doling it out to anybody he could find open. McCray tacks on a field goal. It's 27-7 late in the third quarter. San Diego falling apart and giving Los Angeles new life in the Pacific. Holdorf trying to put the team on his back, but there is no 20-point play in football. Holdorf inside the 10, but the clock continues to move. Holdorf gets a touchdown late, but it's too late. Los Angeles gets the win. Los Angeles needs a win and a San Diego loss in the final week of the regular season, and the Aztecs will be the division winners. Otherwise, San Diego wins the Pacific. Miami at Dakota. This is a battle between two top teams in either conference, but we're focusing on Dakota here in this one. The Rhinos clinching the Northern Division after a win over Portland. So Dakota trying to improve their seeding, trying to catch Salt Lake and San Diego atop the Western Conference. This might be the catch of the year. Rob Crone to Buck Wild in the corner, and he pulls it away from the defender with one hand and gets up and talks some trash, and anybody would after a catch like that. 7-3 Miami. Billy Flagg on the run. That was 3rd and 7, so it brings up 4th down. Dakota has to settle for a field goal. A low line driver from A.J. Horn makes it 7-6. Miami picked this up in the third quarter. Rob Crone, one-on-one. Great catch in traffic. That drive ends in 3 points, so 10-6 Miami. Miami has also clinched their division. They clinched the Atlantic a couple of weeks ago. That pass from Billy Flagg caught over the middle. 1:05 to go in the third quarter. Flagg again on a play fake. All kinds of time to throw, and a fumble picked up by Miami at the 1-yard line. Tony Horn, usually sure-handed, but upon further review, you can see the leg was down. Knee was down, rather. Billy Flagg, his leg almost broke on that play, but finds Mike Coco in the back of the end zone, and Dakota takes a 13-10 lead. The protection holds up just in time for Buck Wild to get that pass, or to get that completion from Crone, and we're tied again at 13. Battle of field goals down the stretch. Dakota drives all the way down. They get points. They take the lead. Final seconds of regulation. Miami kicks a field goal to tie the game. And folks, Miami 3-0 in overtime. Their last 3 wins have come in overtime. Here they are again with a game winner in overtime. Good. Miami 4-0 in overtime this season. Dakota and Miami both 10-5. Heading into the final week of the season, fighting for seeding, and in Miami's case, still fighting for the number 1 seed in the East. St. Louis at Vegas. The Vegas Devils have struggled at home this season, 3-4 at home coming into this game. That was the first play of the first quarter, and Vegas scores a touchdown. How about a little wildcat? David Glidden all the way down to the 1-yard line. 53 yards, and Vegas has a 14-0 lead as Jack Nitro punches that one in from 1 yard out. Draw play, Nitro. What is going on with St. Louis's defense in the last couple of weeks? It's been a storyline. The Rivermen, one of the top teams in the East Conference, but so is Vegas in the West. Deep shot. That is battle into the end zone for the score. 21-0 Vegas. St. Louis gets a field goal on the board. Big deal. 21-3, but it does get them a little momentum. Their defense starting to show up. That pass picked off. And now the Rivermen are in business. They can make this an 11-point game with a touchdown. 2 plays later, Junior McCray gets the ball stripped and ripped, and there goes Phillips all the way in for a score. It's all Vegas in a shocker in the Sin City, and number 28's got 28 points on the board for the Devils. There's Alves stripping that ball away from Junior and giving Vegas all the momentum. 3rd and goal at the 1. McCray can't get in, so St. Louis has to settle for 3, 28-6. The Devils still on top by 3 scores. Vegas would counter with a field goal of their own. 31-6. Man, it's still all Devils. How about the final drive of the 4th quarter for Vegas? Frank Stearns down the middle, Ethan Flowers. St. Louis getting carved up. They got to clean it up. They still have a shot at the number 1 seed in the East, but they're going to need a lot of help. St. Louis also still with a shot at the division. Not if they keep playing like that. 38-6. Vegas at 10-5. They're securely in the wild card mix out west. All right, let's check in on the top team in the Western Conference, the top team in the UFL by a full 2-game margin. That is the Salt Lake Hornets, and that is a catch for DJ Barker down inside the 10-yard line. Salt Lake is moving it on their opening drive halfway through the 1st quarter. Chris Allure's playing Superman. 7-0. Hornets take the lead over the Outlaws, but watch this play. 4th down and 1. San Jose with a play fake rollout, and wide open is the tight end Craig Branch, and the Outlaws have some momentum against the league's top team. We're tied at 7. Fast forward to the 3rd quarter, and it is Jay Carter down the field to Alexander West for the 1st down. 2nd and 19. Carter into the end zone. You can't put it any better than that. Barker with the score. 14-7. Salt Lake takes the lead. Late 3rd quarter, Nate Hall delivering to Santana Holman. That's a 1st down on a 3rd and 4 conversion. Next play. Hall fires complete to Jake Riley to the 25-yard line. San Jose fighting in the wild card. They have no shot at the Pacific Division, but this team who took Salt Lake down to the wire in this one, they might miss the playoffs. They're in a 3-way battle that we'll talk about more in our West wild card race recap coming up in the next video. Just keep an eye out for it here on the channel. 4:40 to go in the 4th quarter. Look at Salt Lake driving again. Barker on fire. Over 200 passing yards at that point. The handoff goes to Hawkins. He walks it in. 21-10. Salt Lake on top. San Jose was not going to go away. 3rd down and 2. 2.5 to go. Mike O'Neal. Are you kidding me? In triple coverage. O'Neal with the one-handed grab. It was Nate Hall's 28th completion of the game. He would have more. Hall to Holman inside the 10-yard line. 2 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. Then it's Hall into the end zone to Branch again for the score, but San Jose runs out of time, and they need a win and some help in the final week of the season to make the playoffs. Week 17 starts Saturday right here on VFN. That was 9 minutes in UFL heaven.